Hey gang, this is Quack. It is December 7th, 102, Wednesday. Actually, I forgot to do it this morning and everything, and I got some bad news, and also, I gotta stop making errors in my life, and you know, I'm a hypocrite, you know, because I'm trying to walk the righteous path, but I'm falling short so much. But anyway, I gotta stop doing it. And I just found out that I could be losing my job Thursday because I took the van on Thanksgiving, and someone told the higher ups, and we're having a meeting, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's looking pretty bad. So, but again, I gotta take responsibility for my actions. So whatever happens, happens. You know, if that does happen, then I will be doing this. I will ask my mother if I can live with her for a temporary time. And that's probably the only option I have. And this man helped me out a lot, so he's really hot off of it. But you know, I gotta stop fucking other people's wives, man. Like, that's my flaw, and that's something that's making me hypocritical, because I'm not supposed to be doing that. That's not right. No matter what the story is, it's still not right, because marriage is supposed to be something that's sacred, and you don't know if the girl's lying, and girls do lie to make their story worse. And you know, me, with the lack of affection that I get or didn't have, forces me to make my penis take control. And I should have never did that. So this is the last time I'm gonna do that, because I ain't even enjoy it, because my guilt is so fucking high. So I mean, I'm just being real with y'all, you know. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe this is my punishment for being hypocritical, that, you know, all these negatives is happening at this particular time. But after the negatives, you gotta learn from every mistake that you made. And I've learned that I gotta fight my lust, you know. I gotta fight my urges, and I gotta find love so I can release my urges with love involved in it, instead of it being a lustful thing, you know. And fucking women that's married is not the way to go, you know. So this will be the last time y'all ever hear me do that ever again. And damn, I just wish I had someone that loved me like I love them, so I won't fall victim. But maybe this is to make me a stronger person, because life isn't always about fucking. So we about to go to CVS, and that's about it, man. Just came home from work. I'm not suspended. I'm shocked at that, but you know, I can't keep doing the wrong shit and talking about, oh, I want to change the world. It's hypocritical of me. But the great thing about it is that I'm showing you the human. I'm telling you the truth about the human side of me. Like, I'm not hiding that, acting like I'm perfect, you know. I'm showing all my flaws and you're going to see a progressive. And that's what everybody has is flaws, and they could progress. Like, people automatically count themselves out, like, oh, I messed up too much, so I can't do the right thing right now because it's not going to mean anything. Me, that's still wrong what I'm doing, and I'm going to stop doing that. And this is a decision from here forward. And I have to fight my urges, my lust. I gotta fight all that, like the way I feel right now. I just gotta stay in the pain and walk through the whole pain and come out on top. So that's the lesson of today. Peace. Hey gang, it's qwaack. Time is December 7th, Wednesday, 12:01. I wanted to go into more details of the mistakes that I've been making, and everything has a cause and effect, and it shows character, like weakness and strengths, and I succumbed to my weakness, because of horniness. Like, I'm gonna break down the penis for people, and the penis, if you're a male, you understand this. For females, you may have a growth of understanding after this. The penis is, for me, in my case, I'm looking for love, you know what I'm saying, and I haven't been receiving it, and I love having sex in love, nothing's better than that feeling when the person that you love, you're having sex with, and it's the greatest feeling, like, the greatest emotion, the greatest connection. It's like the closest feeling to God, because men and women are supposed to reproduce, and when they come together, both feel complete. That's the time where your insecurities, her insecurities, like, you're both naked, and you're not judging off of insecurities. You're judging off of love. Like, if you are insecure about your stomach, we don't pay attention to that. If you're insecure about anything that you're insecure about, if you're in love, you look past the insecurities and you look at the person. And same with, like, a male, if he's insecure about his penis size, you're in love, she's supposed to make you feel secure, like she loves you, loves your penis size. For her, if she ain't got no big ass, you love her, you love her small ass, or, you're not making her feel insecure about anything. So, with me, going through this thing with Anastasia, the thing is, like, I felt love from her, but I felt there was a wall in front of it, and I was trying to chip away at the wall, and at this time she didn't allow me to chip away at the wall, so I had to learn my lesson through that I don't deserve that. But going through the hurt of leaving a situation where you're in love with a person, you have to either A, be strong, or B, succumb to your weakness. And the lack of affection that me and Anastasia shared caused me to succumb to my weakness, because during the relationship I was starting to succumb to my weakness. Like, the penis started getting involved, because the penis becomes a desperate. It's like the penis becomes desperate, meaning that you thinking with your head. When you're thinking with your head, you're in love. You don't have to think with your penis. Like, you don't think about your animalistic. Like, if once you're in love, the person you're in love with will satisfy your penis. Because the urges that your penis have, it's their job to satisfy, because they love you. But when they don't satisfy your penis, or you don't satisfy their vagina, it becomes desperate. Then the level of attraction now becomes desperate, where it goes through transitions. Like, for instance, it starts off with the woman that you love. Now, say the woman that you love is holding out on you, right? Then you look at the second girl that you find attractive, like around your circumference, and you look at it like, okay, the easiest option that's attractive, the second choice becomes the second choice now becomes the first choice, because the first choice, the woman that you love, is holding out. So now the second choice is now highlighted because of the penis wants the urges to be fulfilled. And if the second choice is like, oh, well, you don't like me anyway, you with her, then comes the third choice. Like, it keeps getting more desperate, and it keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And the time that it don't get the urges, like masturbation, is not enough, especially if you having sex and you had attraction towards the person you had sex with. Masturbation isn't enough. It holds you off for probably a day or two, but then you're still chasing the connection, that feeling that you had with your first choice. And the penis then gets even more desperate. So then it goes down even further to the easier choice, because the penis is about relief. Like, I just want to relieve myself, because the feeling is so great, it's so strong, that the fight to be a good person and not fall victim to your urges or your horniness, and just to stay and walking with God, is hard. So, especially when the person that you love shows that they don't want you to love them. So you go to your easier choice. Like, you go to the person who is willing, who do have some type of attraction towards you, do have some type of sexual, wants you sexually. And you go to that person because you still have the urges of desperation, and the lack of affection that I was receiving caused me to make a terrible, terrible decision. And that's why the person who wanted to me sexually is a woman who's in a relationship, well, in a marriage. And her lack of sexual gratification with the person she loves caused her to be desperate alongside with me. So now we're both desperate beings with our understanding that this can't be further than what it is. And that's when shit starts going wrong. That's when that's when you start making bad decisions, and where's the remote? Lower this down. And that's when sin gets involved. That's when you start making weak decisions. And Like, I heard the story of what she told me, and it's like, it's the same story I'm going through, but in my case, I would have left if I was her, and I would have started a new life. But women handle things differently, and but it's still wrong, me sleeping with a married woman, and that's because of desperation. The easier choice and not having to go out there and wait and wait for your urges to pass, like, because the lack of affection that I receive, I'm 30, and I only got 5 partners, and that's not a big number, especially on my peers. Like, I got younger dudes who got way more partners than me, and so I was saving myself for marriage, and that didn't happen, and I just am at a level of desperation where I just want relief, and that's the selfishness of me, and that's the thing that I have to fight as a man, because again, with the penis, the level of desperation, like, after you relieve yourself with a woman that you are had a desperate moment with, you look at the reality. Now you're thinking with your head, and then it goes back to your head, and then you start thinking right and wrong, and then I knew that I was wrong after, because I allowed my penis to think for me, where the urges of wanting to bust a nut was so strong that I went to a level of desperation, and it keeps going down. Like, the level of desperation, like, after you bust your nut and everything, then it's like you're looking at the person and you're like, damn, I just did something that was wrong, you know. But before that, the urges was controlling me so much because I wanted to relieve myself. And then after that happened, it wasn't with the person that I love, so it's like, why did I do that? You know, and that's the urges of the penis, like how extreme the penis can be, and it gets lower. Like, that's why I think gay men are gay, or molesters molest, because the lack of affection that they receive. Like, if you look at the pattern of molesters, right? Like, I'm not talking about the ones that's using their power, like it's a power thing. I'm talking about the corny guys who don't get no attention, no love, no affection from women. They always getting turned down. The Poindexters, they then get to a level of desperation where it's like they want their relief. Masturbation is not enough. They want to feel skin and flesh, and then they choose the easiest option. And usually it's a kid. And it's sad on both ends, because kids is not supposed to be molested, and it's sad because if it was up to him, or her, I don't think that they want children sexually. I think that their penis or their vagina causes them to stoop to stoop to a level that's so desperate that they they look at the options that is the easiest. So say they went past all the options and none of the options chose them, they still have that urge, and it's been now X amount of time without fulfilling that urge and of skin. Like you look at the dudes in jail, like they are not homosexuals. They are caused to be homosexuals because of the time and the level of desperation, and masturbation is just not enough for them, so they have to feel flesh. So anything that resembles a woman in jail, like in their head they're having sex with a woman, not a man. And not, I don't like, I'm just judging off of like my mistake with sleeping with a married woman. Like I I would rather be the woman that I love, but and that's not who I'm picturing, but I'm just assuming that when men are in jail and that time being in jail and not having a woman, like the level of desperation is so high that they take the closest option, the easiest option. Like you think about the men who rape other men, they don't go to the big guy and rape him. Like they go to the weakest person, the easiest choice, just to relieve it. And it's like that's not natural. And that's what the penis controls. It's the desperation of the penis, the urges, the horniness. It causes us to make terrible decisions. Like women, that's the urges of the vagina. Like when their vagina's not getting satisfied, it causes them to make terrible decisions. And I cannot do that because I have to be an example, but I have to show y'all the truth of what is really happening. Like I can't give y'all like I'm perfect, or I don't make mistakes, or I don't make human decisions. I have to show the growth from my mistake to my progression, and the consequences of every action that I have. You have to see it because there's consequences. It's balance. So me doing this can cause something that's going to be negative in the future. And right now, I don't know if I lost my job because I borrowed the van to on Thanksgiving, and well, we'll see by tomorrow. I'll let y'all know, but I just wanted to go into details of why I made a terrible mistake and succumbed to my weakness. And I want y'all to identify with it, be real about it, that, you know, even the most perfect man makes mistakes. Even the most ideal person makes mistakes, but they become ideal after the mistakes. So that's my goal, is to become an ideal man after the mistakes that I've made and making. So it's still a progressive way of living during the mistakes. Like when y'all see me, I should be ideal by that time. But these are the process that I have to go through to become an ideal man. So that's pretty much it, people. I vow from this point forward, I'm not going to succumb to that weakness, and I'm just going to have to be patient and stronger than my weakness, than my penis. I have to be stronger, but I have to be realistic at the same time, because my urges have to be fulfilled, but I'd rather it be fulfilled with someone that isn't as desperate as me, but someone who genuinely loves me. So I gotta look for that. I have to step outside the box of comfort to find someone who is gonna love me and relieve my urges, because I don't want to continuously make mistakes. And the human body is made a certain way where if you do not fulfill your urges, it goes to levels of desperation. And I don't want to live in levels of desperation no more. I want to live in strength, and I want to show y'all the process of how to be stronger. So, peace, people. It's now 12:51. The first time my camera ran out, so I had to continue and everything. And I hope I made it very clear what the penis goes through and also what the vagina goes through, because we're the same. You know, we need to be connected as with the person that we love. You know, so peace.